This is MegaMod V.07. How are you doing? Today, well, of course it's been today, but for this episode, I want to get into the Great Baking Race. Or the Great Bake Off. I forgot what I called it. We'll just call it the Great Bake Race, right? And what I am doing, if you don't know about the Great Bake Race, is that I built all the bakers. Well, actually, I didn't build all the bakers. Because technically, I forgot, technically there's these old bakers, right? Right, I forgot about those old bakers. But for the purpose of this experiment, I didn't use these steamed bakers because I think there's other bakers that go on the lake and bakers that are like baking over here. For this experiment, all I did was go to food resources, go to food refining, and I just built all the bakers that were here. I built the old baker, which is this one, and then I built this tiny baker, which only requires 12 stone, which is this tiny little thing right here. Then I built the humble baker, which is this one here. And then I built the medieval baker, which is this one. And the medieval baker I upgraded twice. Well, I built it and then I upgraded it once. But it looks like it can be upgraded twice. Right? So there's that baker. And then boop 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 boop. There, where were the other ones? Hello. Yeah, where did I pull? Oh, these are it. Okay, so then this is just bakery. So that's the old bakery, the humble bakery, the medieval bakery, and then baker, the mini baker, and then what I am doing is I'm gonna let the bakers bake off in the Great Bake Race, and I ran. Oh, it's auto saving. I ran an experiment before, and the first experiment I didn't call a success because this baker could just deposit directly to here. Like, they didn't have to walk, they could just turn and put it in. So I added this small barn over here to hopefully these bakers can walk faster, and then I replaced the roads from wood to stone so that they could walk the fastest. Right. I'm actually gonna try to continue doing that. Removing the stone, replacing it, removing the road and replacing it with stone type thing that I got going on. But due to the fact that surprisingly this tiny baker is outperforming enormously, and I mean enormously, the other bakers, right? Because this guy is only 120. And I'm wondering what the heck is going on. So this tiny bakery already has 340 hardtacks cooked, and it's only one square, and it requires access to a road square, which I don't know if it's cheating. Well, I'm not gonna call anything in the mod pack. That's not the right tile. I'm not gonna call anything in this mod pack cheating, really, because the only thing I would call cheating would be straight up using the debug menu, and that's just straight up cheating. But other than that, if it's in the game, it has its purpose, and it's all in the name of fun, you know. So I'm trying to figure out if it's the tiny baker is just baking like crazy because All it has to do is that the way it's designed, right? Let's check this out. The way it's designed is that the baker that works here stands right here, and due to that fact, this baker just turns and deposits and right back, and turns and deposits and right back. Okay, due to that fact. Any other baker has to walk to a certain location, tend that area, then walk out and then put it into storage. Right? For example, this guy, we can see perfectly he's going to go tend the ovens, right? And then he turns around, he drops it, and then he has to pick it up and walk it to the barn. And this girl just boom, 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 easy, fast, fast, fast. So that is why I built the baker all the way over here, because if that is the case, then this baker should be at 100, just like everybody else, and this baker should be an anomaly, right? Also, all these bakers only have one, so for the sake of preserving the experiment directly from tiny baker to large baker, everybody's going to stay at one. But after this season, and maybe the next season, due to the fact that this barely started in summer, so I'm going to wait I'm gonna wait for I'm gonna let it cycle, right? So we can get better numbers. Then I'll put these at 2, put that at 2, put that at 2, put that at 2. This one can be upgraded one more time, so I think this can have more workers. So we'll see what the H is going on with that. Okay, and so we're lit. So that Great Bake Off is on. All right, we're gonna let the Great Bake Off do its baking thing. Next thing is that I have these logs and this stuff happening over here. I have them over here collecting wood and logs and stuff. So what I'm gonna do is, again, I'm gonna make this storage yard. And I'm not too sure. I don't know if this storage yard is really holding as much as I thought it would, because it says 250 weight, but it seems like what's materials? It seems like it doesn't store. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna do something like this, right? I'm gonna do this regular one, and then I'm gonna put this wood one right next to it, and I'm gonna check and see which one stores more between the one that has the weird floor, the yard, versus just the regular pile, which has dirt floor. Okay, so the Great Bake Off is going, and I got the variable all the way over here, and there's a mess of resources everywhere, right? There's resources here, there's resources here, and so I'm getting to the point where I'm like, all right, what can we do to fix it? So there is an object called the magazine, and this is what it looks like, right? Alright, so the magazine only holds storage yard and stockpile items. Okay, that's the purpose of the magazine. There's also a castle, which, as a matter of fact, let me look at my mods. Ridiculous storage. Oh, that's what's going on. This ridiculous storage only works on stockpiles, and I have been using storage yards. That does make a lot of sense. Yeah. So this over here, like, I already solved this. I just solved that by using my brain. But as I was saying, come to themed, and then under themed, there's this building right here, Old Castle. And the Old Castle is the same thing as the stockyard. The Old Castle will hold all these resources, storage yard and everything. Will only hold the materials like the storage yard and the stockpile do. That is what is going on here. That's why that has 247 stone and this one only has 23 stone and it's full. Okay, that's making sense. Right. So how much lumber do I have? Yeah, I could actually build a castle. I have the power to build a castle. I'm thinking about doing the castle. I was gonna do magazine, and magazine requires 3 building supplies, and I was gonna put it around here, and then I was gonna make a fake castle around it, right? But I think that I think I should put a castle over here. What's north to south like this? Right. Yeah, I want to build a wall, a castle, make it all amazing. There is this fantasy castle that I did notice as well. I don't, and these palisades, and I have all these towers. Look at this. Look at all this crazy stuff I can get into. Okay, old buildings. Where is that fantasy castle that I had seen? There it is. New medieval castle. New medieval moats. New medieval walls. So yeah, look at this. Right. But where is the actual mission distillery, mission kitchen? Taylor. Okay, I didn't know that this was there. Quiet garden. Yeah, look, there's a bunch of buildings I haven't really gotten into. I haven't really I'm actually gonna make time go at 5 times. Wow, I exploded buildings just because, and then I'm gonna pause it. I'm gonna come on down here to the bake off so we can look at the bakers doing their thing. Okay, so that should be, we should be able to see everybody from here. Alright, so I was at themed buildings and then build a mission. Oh, look at that. So that's a missionary themed area. House passage, just in case I want to put a bunch of houses. Oh, I didn't know there was built-in storage. Wow, that blacksmith is cheap. Okay, then you have like these missionary walls and stuff, right? Okay. Let me go into storage. Right. DS storage. I swear I saw a fantasy castle. Was it just decoration? No, it couldn't be. It couldn't have been. Oh. I swear there was a fantasy castle. I was like, whoa, that's a fantasy castle. That's pretty rich. Is it here? No. Comes from town. Okay. This is a random item generator. While I'm looking. Oh, we ran out of wheat. We ran out of wheat. This guy did 540 by himself. Or that lady. This person did 320 by themselves. 320 by themselves. So these two are identical. Okay. 280, that's the worst. 260, let's check out this one. 100. So I think that was because we don't have flour. Yeah, I think all that's because we don't have the flour to do it. Let's see. Yeah, we have 0 flour. So it looks like that one, so that one baker, it looks like this one baker just blew everybody out. But I couldn't run the experiment because we ran out of flour, unfortunately. So the Great Bake Off has turned into the Great No Bake Off. Yeah, I don't have Coke fuel, so let's look and see what we have going on. Mines. What else do I really need to get into? I need to expand this. I know that needs a giant expansion. Okay, this stuff is done. Right. Dense tree shack. Okay, they're gonna start building a ton of stuff right there. I'm gonna put this wood stockpile over here. Alright, so I think I'm gonna start phasing out these other stockpiles. They are neat to look at, but they're useless. Yeah, so I'm gonna do that right there. That's probably like 500 logs just right there. And that would also explain why this is a giant mess. Okay, let's start cleaning that up. I know I have plenty of area over here to put stuff. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna do that like that. Oh yeah, so all these people they're over there trying to clear that area up. Right, so hopefully, it's because I have a giant mess. I've been worried about positioning and other stuff. So I don't know what dense tree shack is. I've never used it. So we'll see what's going on there. Okay, I got this trading guy. And it looks like wood is starting to make it over here. What I'm gonna do is I think hardwood is actually considered something else and not wood. Right, so I'm gonna put the materials over here as well, just like that. And hopefully the hardwood will get stored right there, and we'll just have to keep our fingers crossed. All right. Let's see what we got here. We got 1,000 clay, 100 bricks. Yeah, I think I like everything I see here. I know I like those tools. That's a lot of tools. Yeah, this is gonna feed my clay problem, and then I get, yeah, I think I'm gonna get everything. All right, so I'm just gonna trade all pecans. Uh, didn't I put 999? And I think I'm gonna drop that down to. I'm gonna drop it down to 2 because I'm not really putting in a ton of labor-intensive work. Right, so I don't have the flour. My goodness. I'm just talking to myself right now. I'm not. Okay, let's just do something like this. Okay, we'll do that for now. I don't want to leave that mess there. I guess I can do that for now. And over here, all right. So I was gonna stare at that guy over there, but I'm not. I'm just gonna put like an overview of my base like this, and then I'm gonna look for that fantasy castle. There's a lot of themed buildings now that I think about it. I'm starting to think that fantasy building is just a decoration. Oh, coverings are actually right here. Oh, that's where they've been. Okay, coverings are actually ghosted items. And I've been looking for them. Yeah, I've been looking for those coverings for a while. Let's see, I have fire. Yeah, I don't want that fire thing. Decorative crosses. Okay, yeah, I'll think about that. Where is that fantasy castle? What in the world is all this? I'm thinking this is to build over the water. Yeah. Like when you want to go to a lake or something. Jesus. Yeah, that's to build over water. Jetties, bridges, modular. And that's a powerful mod. No wonder you're able to run water world maps and stuff like that because they have. What is this? Canals? Okay, I don't want canals. Yeah, I'm not seeing. I know that Fantasy freaking Castle is in this mod pack because I've seen it with Dino Eyes. But I don't believe it. I don't think it's a ghosted item. I was pretty sure that it was under the Steamed Snowman. That's fun. Hmm. Open the barn tool. Okay, what is this it? No, this is Forts and Palisades. Yeah, I never really got into to those forts. Diagonal fences. Come on, that flattened terrain. Multiple flattened terrain tools. Church. Oh, that's a big one. Okay, so is it under houses? Is the fantasy church? Is the fantasy? What's it called? A house? Hold on. Small road, new medieval house. Village. Oh, here. Oh, no. I was like, oh, here it is. Boarding house. You know what? It might just be under government. Yeah, there it is. That's a town hall. Okay. Oh my, I've been over here going through all kinds of objects. I could build this too. I do have the resources for it. Okay, but where? Let me look at my map. Yeah, because the big lake is actually all the way down here. Right, and I'm actually almost halfway there, now that I think about it. Yeah, I didn't notice that. So I'm thinking I could make 2 kingdoms. I'm thinking I could. I know I want to build either. I was technically this episode. I was gonna have a bake off, and technically I was gonna build a magazine to store my goods in. You know, this magazine, which is right over here, right here, because I know I had the building resources. So I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna plop it down over here, call it an episode. But then I was like, oh, you know what? There's the castle, and I also can build a castle and put stuff in my castle. Yeah, so now I'm over here debating on what to do with my castle, because I know I want to build what's it called around my castle, and I know I need it to be close to my materials. So I'm actually, let's see, is there an entrance or is it just sideways? Yeah, it looks like it has to be sideways, because there's not a entrance. Yeah. Because originally my plan was to build a magazine and then build walls and towers around it so that the magazine is protected, defended by walls and towers, so that it kind of looks like a castle, right? Because if you look at the magazine itself, it kind of has like this medieval walled off type of look, right? So let's imagine that that's like right here in the middle, and then I put stone walls around it, and then I don't know, for example, come over here and use what is it? What was I gonna do? Like this guy or something around it. That's not what I was gonna do. I was gonna. Oh, here we go. These towers, you know, put these towers around it, like around the magazine, so it looks like it's heavily protected. Even these smaller towers probably would be better. So I was gonna put these smaller towers around and put a wall around it, so it looks like they're dropping off the stuff at the castle. Then I was gonna put bees on the walls. Alright. But then I was like, well, I literally have a castle right here. See, I literally have a castle. And I wish you could go in from the front, but it looks like it's blocked off. So I was like, you know what? I literally have a castle. And the castle is actually able to store resources itself. So I was like, okay, so the castle stores more than the magazine. And I have the resources to build it. But now I'm all like, where do I want to put that thing at? Derpa derpa, derpa derpa. And I'm like, if I put it down, I gotta make it look cool. And I got to have stuff surround it. So what I think I'm gonna do is hold off on that, just cool it on that, and actually cool it on that, and actually use stockpiles, because I learned that the stockpiles are also hold a lot of storage. Like for example, that's 258 on just a little thing right there. So there's that going on as well. So yeah, so I think I'm gonna wait off on the magazine, and I'm actually going to. Oh, this is actually material. So yeah, I did do it right. I did put a materials thing here. I don't know why they decided to bring clay all the way down there. Okay, I don't know what the deal is with dense trees versus this thing. Yeah, I don't know why it says dense trees. And I don't know why they're doing logs. Yep, got a lot of questions, not enough answers. I don't have anything resolved, resolute yet. One thing's for sure though, I'm digging up clay. I bought a ton of clay. I need to get into Taylor's. I need to get my storage stuff situated. This wheat has been put on. This bake-off has been put on hold. I think I'm gonna do another one of these giant windmills. I don't know where though. For sure, I know I need to get the windmills going. I technically think I could probably pull this off. Yeah, I could pull this off right here. Now that I look at it. Yeah, that'll do for now. Eventually I'll fix it all nice and neat and have it so that it just like the entire area looks pretty. If my game don't crash or something odd happens. If I have the power. Roof tiles. Here we go. So that's from a different mod, roof tiles, and that's from the medieval towns mod, and I actually need roof and tiles to upgrade medieval towns building. So I'm wondering if I should max out this bakery before I go all hardcore on the baking mod. I know this is supposed to be baking off, but stuff happens and I can't account for all the things that are occurring. So I'm gonna go ahead and buy all that, and then I'm gonna do all this hardwood. You know, these joists I'm gonna want, and I'm gonna want a homeware. So we're at 2050, and you know, it's not a big deal for me. I just sell my pecans. Right, and even though I got fire bundles and all this, usually I buy everything from the supplier because I'm rolling in resources, but I have not been, so there's that issue. Yeah, so let's destroy that, and I think I'm gonna try to pull something. I think I'm gonna try to gimmick the game a little bit right here. There's these market buildings, right? Okay, and so for example, I can have like a grain thing, right? So I'm wondering if I put that grain building there, oh no. Okay, I know what is going on here. My citizens will actually go and eat from a barn. That's right. And I remember because I saw them eating directly from this barn. So the only reason they will go home is if they're cold. Otherwise, they'll go to the barn and eat from the barn, I believe. All right. Yeah, so switching from storage yard to stockpile has fixed that issue, but that's because I have a ridiculous storage mod, which also would account to why the barns and stuff are acting crazy. Well, I think some barns are labeled as barn in the game, and so the mod is working with that. But other than that, this Market barbecue was a hit. Everybody likes grilled vegetables. I just don't have potatoes and sweet potato. I would be cooking deer. All right, is this built? Yes, this is built. So this holds 4 workers, but this only holds 3 workers. Oh. Yeah, so this is probably still better. I mean, that's a lot of flour it did. But hopefully we will be able to resume the Great Bake Off of year 41. Year 41 of our Lord. Alright, some of these still have stuff there. $603 whatchadoodle wheat. Okay, let's look at our candles. I think I'm getting a ton of candles as well. I think I should start seeing candles up here at the top. Yeah, 358 candles, that is a lot of candles. So I'm gonna turn the timer down, and I'm just gonna leave this going like so. I'm gonna put everybody to a labor. I actually have them so that they're actually supposed to clear a ton of space. I think I did remove everything. Right. I got all that right here. And I'm gonna do this right here. And that's right. So with all those workers, why do I keep Xing out of that? Okay, here comes the boat to trade. So before I do that, we'll wait for that boat to show up. And if you go straight into timestamp, you saw what happened? Yeah, the game gets kind of laggy because I got a ton of stuff going out there. That's why I want to use buildings and stuff to hide these resources, because it has to display them and all that stuff. I also use a mod that stops a lot of buildings from letting out smoke, which the smoke will mess up the buildings. That's a lot of rugs. I forgot that I was smelting bronze, to tell you the truth. It's do. Well, I'm actually gonna do 0 here. So that's 220. 5. I'm gonna go ahead and buy the silver. Let's do all the rugs, cause I have no idea when I'm gonna get into sheep and stuff. 15 times 40 is what? 15 divided by 40 is just free balling it. You need 281 more units. You are overpaying by... Oh my goodness, I don't know how to count. Okay, now I need 11 more units. Trade. Right. And dismiss. And I'm actually gonna do 3,000 pecan. And I'm gonna turn this down to 700. And I'm actually going to save the game. And then since the Great Bake Off is not gonna happen anytime soon, then we did fix the stockpile situation, but I'm actually just gonna save it and stop, and I'm gonna leave the game on, and hopefully by the time I come back all this will be clear, and then I'll continue from there, because there's gonna be a lot of downtime. I don't really think I'm gonna change anything. I'm just gonna chop this stuff down. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and end it early. Usually I'll just leave it recording and stuff, but I'm gonna end it early, and hopefully when I come back I'll start designing like a castle or something, and yeah, that'll be for next time. And the bake off is still on, but yeah, this tiny bakery 540, and these 320. So 1 worker, 12 stone, wheat, OP.